Big Auto just got blindsided. The CEO of one of the largest car makers makes a startling revelation about EVs that could change the game forever. In the fast and furious world of automobiles, crisis seems to be the name of the game. The decision to ban those good old internal combustion engines has thrown the automotive industry for a loop. And guess what? It's got the middle class scratching their heads, wondering if they'll ever get their hands on a sleek, pure electric vehicle. While Elon Musk's Tesla and China's BYD are revving up their EV game, legacy automakers are stuck spinning their wheels, struggling to make a dime. Chinese EV makers are like speed demons, leaving everyone else in the dust. Tavares insists that turning a profit with EVs is a mission impossible. Yet Tesla and BYD are flaunting their luxury-priced EVs like it's no big deal. So what's the buzz? While the entire automotive world seems to have caught the electric vehicle fever, Carlos Tavares, the CEO of Jeep's parent company Stellantis, is singing a different tune. According to Tavares, EVs, with all their electric allure, might not be the future we're all dreaming of. And here's the twist. Jeep is deliberately delaying their EV deliveries. Tavares spilled the beans at Stellantis' first annual Freedom of Mobility Forum. He dropped a bombshell, suggesting that our beloved Earth might not have enough raw materials to sustain the EV party. We're talking about lithium, the lifeblood of EVs. But why are we running low on it? Could resource scarcity be the villain in this EV fairy tale? With a staggering 1.3 billion gas guzzlers still dominating our roads, Tavares declared that replacing them all with EVs isn't as simple as building more cars. It's about securing a colossal amount of lithium, and we might be running out. Now, before the die-hard EV enthusiasts start typing up their counter-arguments, let's crush some numbers. Stellantis is betting big on EVs, investing a jaw-dropping $35.5 billion on plug-in models through 2025, and even partnering with Samsung for their first EV battery factory. But here's the catch. It all hinges on one major assumption: a reliable supply of raw materials. Elon Musk of Tesla and RJ Scaringe of Rivian have voiced their concerns too. Not just about lithium, but other essential materials like nickel, graphite, and cobalt. While the world may technically have enough resources, getting our hands on them is proving to be a logistical nightmare. In 2021, Stellantis boasted an overall margin of nearly 11%. But if production costs surge by 50%, can they still make a profit? Tavares dropped another bombshell, suggesting that electrification would bring a 50% increase in costs compared to conventional vehicles. Recent reports are painting a grim picture. Even if they slap an extra 20% on the sticker price of their cars, they might still find themselves deep in the red this year. Are they about to follow in the footsteps of Volkswagen and GM, selling EVs at a loss? But that's not the juiciest part of the automotive thriller. You won't believe the mess they've made. First off, Jeep slammed the brakes on its electric ambitions, and it's hurting their sales. In the first quarter of 2023, Jeep sales were down nearly 20%. That's a record dip. Ram truck sales didn't escape unscathed either, down a whopping 17%. And let's not forget the recalls. The Jeep Wrangler had its share of fiery issues, and the Grand Cherokee got recalled twice in both 2022 and 2021. As they're trying to transition to EVs, they're fumbling their current production. Even though the demand for SUVs is through the roof, the sky-high dealer price markups are putting potential buyers off. And guess what? Carlos is letting dealers charge thousands of dollars in markups, trying to give Jeep the aura of a luxury car maker. What happened to the trusty, rugged Jeep image? To put things into perspective, back in 2015, a Jeep Wrangler would set you back around 35 to 38 grand. Fast forward to 2023, and that same ride with a manual transmission is a whopping $52,000. And they've got models well above 100 grand. What's the game plan here, Jeep? But fear not, Jeep still has their EV plans in the pipeline. Here's the twist. They're dragging their feet as much as humanly possible. Jeep, an icon in off-road history dating back to World War II, has been dabbling in the electric game with plug-in hybrids like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee 4xe. They've been teasing us with prototypes like the Wrangler Magneto 3.0 concept, boasting a mind-boggling 650 horsepower and 900 pound-feet of torque. But guess what? The electric Wrangler's launch? It's been pushed back to a mind-boggling 2027. Jeep took the stage, unveiling their electric Wrangler concept, leaving us with one burning question: why the delay until 2027? While the promise of the Wrangler EV is in the pipeline, Jeep's other models, including the Recon and luxurious Wagoneer, are preparing for their grand entrance in North America. But the elephant in the room remains: can electric vehicle batteries handle the weight of these SUVs? To kick things off, electric SUVs tend to sport a steeper initial price tag compared to their gas-guzzling cousins. Although the savings in fuel costs over time may be enticing, that upfront investment can be a significant roadblock for potential buyers. And here's the plot twist: the batteries in electric SUVs can wear down with time, resulting in a reduced driving range. Replacing these batteries can be a wallet-draining ordeal. Conversely, traditional vehicles, despite their wear and tear, typically don't face such a dramatic decline in functionality as a battery might, thanks to their heftier payload. Carlos Tavares, the head honcho at Stellantis, once hinted that the transition to electric vehicles could put them out of reach for the average person. His argument holds water, given the lofty costs of developing and producing EVs. Let's not forget, though, that while electric vehicles produce zero emissions at the tailpipe, their environmental benefits hinge on the source of the electricity used to charge them. In regions where coal-powered electricity reigns supreme, an electric SUV's carbon footprint could rival that of a fuel-efficient ICE vehicle. It's a complex puzzle. Jeep isn't the lone ranger in their skepticism about EVs. Even Honda's CEO voiced concerns, acknowledging the uncertainty, though business interests might trump personal feelings. Even industry giants like Volkswagen and Ford initially hesitated, but eventually hopped on the EV bandwagon for sheer survival. However, amidst the storm clouds, there's a ray of hope for Jeep. They're not throwing in the towel. Instead, they're taking on challenges one step at a time. They're starting with those eye-watering dealer markups and transitioning to a new retail model to offer customers more wallet-friendly prices. Additionally, they're exploring ways to shift some of the electrification costs to suppliers, as roughly 85% of a car's value comes from external components. What's more, they're considering reopening an old plant to bolster American production. They're determined to keep prices from soaring, focusing on a 5-year cost reduction mission to keep their vehicles accessible to the middle class. On the product front, Jeep's entry-level Avenger crossover is already making waves in Europe, while the rugged Recon EV is gearing up for a US debut next year. The luxurious Wagoneer is poised for a grand unveiling later this year, and as for the electric Wrangler, its debut is strategically planned after these models. Here's the cliffhanger: CEO Meunier has teased that the electric Wrangler might just outperform its ICE counterpart when it comes to off-roading capabilities. So, there's a glimmer of hope for Jeep in this electrifying adventure. As for the legacy automakers, they're working tirelessly to slash production costs. Over time, people might come to appreciate the quality that some brands offer over the flimsy vehicles masquerading as innovation in the future. So, where do you stand on the electric vehicle debate? Are you firmly in the ICE engine camp, or are you ready to embrace the future without them? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our passionate community.